Good morning, everyone. Manchester United versus Real Sociedad. Massive game. We need to win this. It's going to be a massive game for players like Rashford, Martial, I think in the West Brom game there was a bit of a drop-off from them, you saw. Especially with... I thought especially with Rashford, he didn't get... It was a shame he didn't get a goal or assist, because usually, even when he played rubbish, he'll still get a goal or assist. That's how valuable he is to the team. But with that Albion game, I thought he should have come off, because he just wasn't affecting the game, unfortunately, in that one. And I think with Rashford, he doesn't affect the game when he tries to play more advanced. Do you know what I mean? When he plays simple, just runs at the defence, just plays simple. He's amazing. So, like he did when he scored the hat-trick against Leipzig. But, it's going to be a massive game. I think it'll be another massive game for Maguire and Lindelof. God, I don't trust them, but unfortunately that is probably, or most likely, going to be the centre-back, so we've got to get behind them. Sociedad aren't a bad team, so they're gonna attack. They're gonna attack us. It'll be great to see how Januzaj does in the match. If he starts, it'll be great to see whether or not he can influence the game. But yeah, no, that'll be great to see. And then moving on from that, how we'll set up. Will we set up with two CDMs and shield Maguire and Lindelof, or are we going to go all out and let's just win this, play Matic or even play Fred and take the risk, just play one of them there and then go. It's Europa League, so Donny should start, so then go Van der Beek, Bruno. I don't see why he can't do that. Play Donny in the 6. And let's see how it goes. I do think it'll be a hard game. I think we will win it. I think it'll be a 2-1. I think it'll be closer than people think. I wouldn't be surprised if we win it 3 or 4. But it's a must win, so I think it'll be a cagey game. And I think we'll just come on top. But let's not take Sociedad for granted. I think with a lot of these teams in the Europa League, in the round of 32, a lot of these teams take it for granted. There's a reason why they're in it. There's a reason why they're in the Europa League this season, and there's a reason why they're in the round of 32. I mean, they're in the Europa League because they did well last season in La Liga. All right, you can say it's a Farmers League. But they're never going to get top 3 because you've got Atletico, Barcelona, and then Real Madrid. And then there's Sevilla, which you probably aren't going to get ahead of. But then to get ahead of the likes of Villarreal and there's other ones, it's impressive. And they do look, they've got some very creative players on their team. They've got David Silva, obviously Januzaj we talk about, former United player. But I don't think they'll. What I think this game will be judged on will be that tiny bit of quality, like in the Liverpool-Leipzig game where it wasn't. I wouldn't say Leipzig really. The 2-0 really reflected the game, but unfortunately for Leipzig, Liverpool just had that extra bit of quality, and that can decide a game. So I think that's what will decide this game, and I think we will win it just based on that bit of quality. I think a draw is not good enough. I think we need to win. I think if we do win, it will give us great confidence going into the next one against Newcastle. It's a massive game. It's a massive game. You can't say much more about it. But no, I would love to see how Ollie's going to set up the team for this one. I can't imagine it being but no, it can't be. It'll most likely be a back four, but I just don't want to. I can't. The thing is, we will see it. It depends. It all depends on whether Van der Beek. If he starts Van der Beek, then we will see one CDM. But otherwise, we're going to see McFred again. And do I want to see McFred? I don't really know. I don't mind them. I just think when you play McFred, you've always got the risk of losing a game. I think, yes, you can win a game, but it's always going to be 1-0s and 0-0s, and then maybe you'll win the game 1-0. It's not going to be I think that's the you could say the positive from playing them, is that you don't concede many goals, but the negative is that you're not going to score many goals either, because you've got that massive lack of creativity in the deep role. I think it's with both Scott and Fred, when they've got a Pogba next to them, they're considerably better, because then you've got the creativity from deep, and Fred or McTominay can just do their game, get the interceptions, get those small passes. They don't need to focus on hitting long, silly balls and all that. So I think if Donny does play, it will be a lot easier for Fred or McTominay. But no, it's an interesting game. It's a very interesting game. I would like to see how Sociedad set up as well. I mean, will they go? Let me have a look at how they've been setting up recently. Sociedad. So their most recent fixture was a 1-0 win against Getafe. Yeah, they do a back four. The striker, Alexander Isaac, is there. He's a striker. He's 21. Apparently a very good player. Yeah, he's one to look out for. I think with this Isaac player, I don't know, I'm guessing he's pacey, so that could be a problem for Maguire and Lindelof, but we'll see. But I do think where we will win the game is on the wings in this. I think we'll win it in the wings, crossing in balls and then finishing them. I don't think it'll be one in the middle of the park. But, let's have a look. Let's see. I mean, it'll be an interesting game. But then, at the same time, this is a must-win for both teams, really. Because for them, they're doing well in the league. They can't. If they lose this, it's a bit of a, they need all the confidence they can to keep up this consistent form they've got in the Liga. And for us, we need it so we can sort of get a run going again. So it's an interesting one. I think we'll edge it. But let's not take their fifth in La Liga. Let's not. The only teams better than them currently in the Liga are Sevilla, Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Atletico Madrid. Now, what are they? You can't. I think it's similar to accepting Sevilla. It's similar to the position Leipzig are in Bundesliga. You're not going to get ahead of Bayern, so going second or third is a pretty good finish. I think with Sociedad, Real Madrid, Barca, Atletico are always going to be top three, and then it's just whether they can get fourth or fifth as a finish. I think fourth is probably the best finish they could get. You can't get top three in that league unless you're those three teams. So but it is an interesting one. I can have a look at their Europa League campaign so far. Talking about Europa League. They came second. They scraped it. They did scrape it out the group. AZ Alkmaar nearly. Got through. So they are lucky there. They are very lucky. They only won 2 of their games in the group. So that's not really that. But then, I don't know. Let's see. I don't think they're a bad team, so let's not take them for granted, but we've got to be confident. Come on, United. Let's go and get this 2-1 win. Let's get it. Let's take it into Newcastle, and let's have a great end of the week. Come on, United. All right, see you, mate. See you all. I'll see you. Well, I'll see you. You'll see this about 2:00. Well, I'll see you for another. I'll see you for the watch along for Dortmund versus Sevilla. All right. See ya.